On today's show, me Slovenci.
Slovenia!
And, some free agency stuff here and there. We'll talk about that too, I guess.
It's the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I'm Luka Doncic, and this is Locked On Mavericks podcast.
Hey, Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions. Bang! Bang! It's good! And the Mavericks have won the game!
If you don't believe, you shouldn't be here.
And welcome. You are locked on to the Dallas Mavericks. My name is Nick Angstadt, media member and coordinator for the Locked On Podcast Network. And joining me, as always, my co-host, contributor at Mavs.com, the Slovenian Saint, the one more thinking. What you got for me, Isaac Harris?
Luka Doncic, Mike Toby. This Slovenian team, they're so fun to root for. They have so much energy. They love playing with each other. I love everything about this team. I found myself getting so hyped for this team, and I'm like, this isn't the Mavericks. This isn't like, it's just so weird, like being so invested into another team that's not the Mavericks. But here I am. I'm all in. I want them to win gold so bad.
Oh, same. Amazing selection, reliably low prices, all the parts your car will ever need. Visit rockauto.com. Tell them that Locked On sent you. Today's episode is brought to you by Rock Auto. We will obviously get into the free agency stuff. We'll talk about what the Mavericks can still do, what they did do with Reggie Bullock. We'll talk about Sterling Brown. We'll talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. coming back. But for the first chunk here, we're going to be talking about Slovenia. We're going to be talking about Luka Doncic. Reportedly, again, $207 million deal coming his way. That extension for Luka Doncic. He's apparently going to re-sign it. Going to sign it. We've been talking about that for weeks, it seems like. I don't think he'll do it till after the Olympics, but wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow you're like, oh, Luka Doncic agrees to sign a $200 million extension to come back to the Mavericks, or to stay with the Mavericks.
Yeah, we're recording this 11:45 p.m. Central Time on Monday night, as free agency has been going on for a little while now. Slovenia just beat Germany a few hours ago, so here we are, and we just crossed the mark for the rookie extensions to start happening. Trae Young, SGA, some of those names have already been agreeing to their deal. So at this point, Luka hasn't agreed, but it's coming at some point. It's just a matter of time.
So we will definitely get to that. But Slovenia beats Germany. It made it look easy. 94-70 was the final score. There was a little bit worrisome there in the second quarter when Germany came back and got a lead. The Slovenia came out to a pretty quick 10-point lead early in the first quarter. Second quarter, Germany came back and actually got the lead, and basically Slovenia never looked back after that and just took control of it and won by 24, which just, the way that this team could just go and coast to a win is just so great to see. The way that they can shoot the ball, to see that's, the way they we've been saying this the whole time we've been watching them, the way they spread the ball, the way they share the ball, the way that they just go on little runs. Like, they went on a run after Germany took the lead with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second quarter. They were up 32-31. At the half, Slovenia was up 44-37. So just like a little 12-6 run, but those little runs that they can go on just spark something, and all of a sudden everything looks easy for Slovenia and everything looks hard for the other team.
Well, they hit their threes, and I don't know if it's just, hey, we're used to watching Luka play with some players sometimes who don't hit threes, but it feels like these guys hit their threes all the time. And they have so much energy on the court that, even when it got a little feisty here and there, Wagner was, talking his stuff, and I was laughing. I'm like, bro, you suck. Is he even in the league still?
I think Mo Wagner plays for somebody.
But, Isaac Bonga is, I think he's an unrestricted free agent right now.
Mo Wagner was on Orlando last time we saw him, so.
Okay. So, but no, Luka gets his third tech in 4 games, and Luka is Luka. Just seeing the team, I think the bench got a tech at one point. They're still passionate, for each other. Luka gets knocked, down on the ground. The whole team's over there. There's words exchange and everything. You just love the team. And, it's, tonight, I think, Dragic's brother, he had 27 points.
No. We're not going Dragic's brother. This is Zoran mother effing Dragic. Zoran. You don't give him the Dragic's brother treatment. Come on. Too much respect.
Is that the Power Rangers leader?
Zoran? I don't
Is
think
it
so.
Zoran or Zordon?
Anyway.
Whoa, I lost you on a TV show reference. This is a first. But no, this dude, I mean, literally, I'm like, well, dang, are we going after the wrong Dragic right now? Is this which one are we going after? But I thought he played incredible, especially when he hit that last three of his and he turned around and he did his celebration. There was a video came out afterwards of Goran doing the celebration in front of a TV.
Wearing his own jersey, not Zoran's jersey.
Yes,
wearing his own.
Where'd you get that jersey? I need that. And how good is Mike Tobey? I think that's a question.
Zoran Dragic, 27 points for him, hit 5 of his 7 threes, had 4 assists and 6 rebounds of his own. Just a great game for him. And this is what we were talking about last week, where they have another guy that steps up every single game, and this time it was Zoran.
Who's the Slovenian Steph Curry? The little dude who hits these threes off balance.
Klemen Preplovic.
Okay, so they have the Slovenian Steph Curry. Zoran is like the Slovenian Ginobili. The lefty who's just full of energy and hit threes. We just have all these guys. I don't know what the equivalent of Mike Tobey is, but where would Mike Tobey be on the pecking order of Mavericks bigs?
The Mavs have lots of bigs right now. The Mavericks have 5 centers by my count: Porzingis, Dwight Powell, Willie Cauley-Stein, Boban, and Moses Brown. He's probably above Dwight Powell to me.
Yeah. He impresses me more and more every time I watch him. He gets boards. I love his energy. He can hit threes. He has a weird-looking jump shot, but you know what? It goes in. We watched Marion for all these years, so we can watch any jump shot at that point. I think the bigger question is that, the France game. It's coming.
This is the big thing now. So now that Slovenia has won this game, this was a knockout round game. This was actually a tournament type game. If Slovenia had lost this, they would have been out. And they just played so easy. It just looked so easy for them towards the end there. They really came out, and then the second quarter they're like, oh, we got this. But then they kind of took advantage of Germany, or took them for granted, and then they came out and finished the job. But now Luka and Slovenia will now appear in the winner of France and Italy that has already played probably by the time you're listening or watching this. It's 3 a.m. Central Time here in Texas. And so we think France is going to win that game. We're pretty sure France is going to win that game. So they'll probably play France. And a winner of that game, which will happen 6 a.m. Texas time on Thursday. So Slovenia versus France, maybe Italy, 6 a.m. Thursday. The winner of that game goes to the gold medal game.
Yeah.
We're almost there, guys.
They're in the Final Four. Either way, they're in the Final Four of an Olympics. This Slovenia, that's the power of
2 million people in the whole country.
This is the 2011 Dirk Mavericks championship run right here, going for gold.
Dallas, Texas population, just Dallas, 1.3 million. Just Dallas, not even Fort Worth.
That's wild.
Dallas, Fort Worth, 7.5 million. So if you take the population of Dallas, Fort Worth, Slovenia is it's 3 times smaller than that. That's insane. And you're getting top 4 in the Olympics right now for basketball, and possibly even going to the gold medal to play the U.S. or there's somebody
Australia,
else.
maybe. Nick Batum's seriously, I had to guard Luka for a whole series, and now I have to guard him again.
Now you got to do it again. Any other thoughts on Slovenia? We have Italy, France coming up today, if you haven't watched it already. And then, we'll be watching out for that.
No, that's it. That's it. That's free agency, we're going to talk about for the rest of the pod. We know that's the biggest news right now, but to see what Luka's doing, we're so happy for it. We're all in. I want to see how far they can go. I think they can beat France. It's going to be their toughest game yet, but it should be a blast. And it's going to get super real if USA has another bad game and they get upset either against Spain, and it's already happened, or Australia the next game, and they get beat, then it's like, whoa, now the door's really open, and then the pressure's really on in that France. Because then I think a lot of people would immediately look and say, oh, this France-Slovenia game is for the gold.